Namaste and welcome. Hello, I'm Lillias and I welcome you to Hatha Yoga class. As you know, Hatha Yoga is much more than an interesting collection of stretching and breathing techniques. Yoga was originally practiced in India, Hatha Yoga, or Hatha Yoga as correctly pronounced. These are Sanskrit words that literally mean Ha means the sun, and Ta means the moon, and yoga yokes them together. But what does that really mean? And how can I relate to sun and moon and union in my life? Well, I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, but I do know that each word in Sanskrit is like seeing the tip of an iceberg. So let's imagine that this sun and moon represent the dualities in our life. Day and night, pain, pleasure, hard, soft, breathe in, breathe out, logic, intuition, contraction, relaxation. Enter Hatha Yoga, whose ultimate purpose is to balance these opposing forces. Tension is an important and a juicy part of our life. It's that start of the race feeling. But staying chronically tense is like wearing a bodysuit of armor. Relaxation is healing. It's as simple as that. But too much relaxation, well, it turns people into marshmallows. Hatha Yoga, with all of its practices, return you to your natural balance of tension and relaxation. Ha, the sun. The positive, tension, the strength, your power. Ta, the moon, open, soft, intuitive. Yoga, the reunion, yoking them together. Balance in body, spirit, and mind. I hope you find that interesting. It made my own practice of Hatha Yoga so much more interesting when I began to see deeper into what it really means and what it really can mean in our everyday life. That strength and flexibility are an important part of our yoga practice. Now today, I'm going to use some props, and if you can just remember to bring them when you come to class to help us modify poses that perhaps might be, for you if you're just beginning. And today, I'm using my firm pillow. It can be a blanket, and also I'll be using a belt. So I will start by sitting on this pillow. And something that just elevates my hips just a little bit will help me to keep the natural curves of the spine. So if you've got a book, you can even tuck it under your bottom, but at least something from the couch. Sit on it and then return, sitting tall. All right, just place your hands on your knees and just close your eyes for a moment. And if you'd like, just place your hands maybe to the earth and just pause here. It's that little motion of returning to balance in body, spirit, mind. Now open your eyes, hands are comfortable, and we'll do a few neck rolls. I will go to my right, and you go to your right, all right? Dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder, and let the left side of your neck stretch. That's it. Long stretched, right here to that left shoulder. And just pause there. Remember, it takes a couple of seconds for that muscle to stretch out. Take a moment. How about a breath? And then come back to center, and then we'll go to the other side. Left ear, left shoulder. Right shoulder. Let it slope downwards. You can even let your arm hang. And then back to your center. And bring your chin to your throat. And pull the shoulders down. Still stay straight, won't you? Just let the back of the stiffness in the back of your neck, give it a chance to just stretch out. Inhaling, lift your chin up. Good. Drop your chin to your throat and then bring it, let's start that again. Drop your ear to your shoulder, then chin to your throat, go to the other shoulder, pause, and then chin to your throat, go to the other shoulder, pause, and then back to center. Any more tension or stiffness in the shoulders, you can kind of give it a good massage. Let's just take a moment to do that, because really the shoulders carry so much of our day. And then we can do a few shoulder rolling. And these shoulder rolls, you can do them with your suit on, business clothes on, and then pause. Just let the hands go to the earth again. We do not have to rush. We have all the time that we need. All right, all the rest of the day we rush around. Just pause. Enjoy how alive the shoulders feel. And because the shoulders carry so much of the day emotionally, let's do some eagle arms. So stretch your arms out, straight out in front of you, and cross. Let's do my right elbow, your right elbow over left. All right, there you are. And then continue them coming around. So they wrap around, and you can feel that wonderful stretch right in the shoulders. Raise your arms up and down, and arm up and down. And then open the arms very wide, opposite direction. Breath in. Breath flows in. Open your chest. This will energize you. And then cross the elbows, the opposite over. This is my left over right. Cross around, just sort of wind it around, and then relax the muscles. Bring the shoulders down from your ears. Good. Raise the elbows up, the elbows down. This is called Garuda arms or eagle arms. It's the top part of a balancing pose. And then again, open the arms and really just receive this day. Shoulders down from your ears, and then pause. Bring the hands back to the earth so that you can feel there's almost a silence between the movement and then there's stillness. And believe me, that's very rejuvenating to do exercise in this way. So just pause here. Let the day just drain from your shoulders, right down the hollow arms and fingers, and dissolve into the gravity of the earth. All right. Now a little cleansing breath. So we'll continue with the cleansing breath and sitting comfortably. And if you're still on your couch, that's fine. You can do the same, modify it. Just do a cleansing breath seated on your couch. Put your hands on your knees, feet to the floor, keep your balance, breath in through both nostrils. You've got two. Breath in. Now out through the mouth with a ha as you come forward. Sniff as you sit up. Little stepping sniffs. Good. Ha. And pull the belly muscle in as you go forward, and then sit up. Little sniff, sniff, sniff. Good. And now out again, both nostrils, long, slow. Exhalation out and out. And at the end of your breath, pull your belly muscle in, then let it soften. And that's a very sort of a sneaky way to help you to do a complete breath without too much explanation, but to remember to breathe from down low. It helps to relax all the nervous systems inside this body. All right. Now, sometimes when we do yoga postures, we really have to cope with, with everybody, is the tight hamstrings. So just pull if you're sitting up, move your pillow to the side. I have a belt. You could use a sweater. You could use a sock. But lie down, and we can safely stretch the hamstrings from the back. When you lie down, you get the back out of commission. You're just going to work. You're not going to stress the back. You're going to really work, though, on the hamstrings. And I'm going to start with the right foot, and I'm going to use my belt. Find the center of a belt or towel or whatever you are using. And if you're not using anything, just find your calf muscle. That's fine. If you have a belt, put it around the ball of the foot, not the arch. And then let this belt just, let it just go through your fingers and go to where your leg is straight. You're not stressing the back of the knee. The quadricep is contracted but not pushed. You're not pushing into the back of the knee. So now you are ready. Extend your heel up to the ceiling. If you're holding on to calf, fine, or the belt, and then slowly draw the leg in towards your torso. And when I say this, try not to cheat, and I'm saying this with love in my heart. But I know about that. This isn't the point of this exercise. You really need to feel that hamstring stretch. All right, and then continue now as you're holding, you're breathing, then relax. Breathe in, do nothing. Exhaling, extending your heel. Pausing. This is all in preparation for something called spider pose. Little spider pose. Hold on to your belt, right hand. Oh, just go out to the side. Out to the side. That'll be to the right. And let your left knee sort of drift to the left. Keep both buttocks on the floor. Extending your heel. This time you'll feel a good stretch on the muscles, ligaments on the inside of the thigh and leg. Back to your center. Still holding on, either to the belt or to your calf. Let's lift the head up for a spider pose. You exhale as you lift up. You draw the leg in towards the face. And level 2, extend your left leg as if you're going to stand on it. You're breathing comfortably. You're holding. Try to relax the neck and then bring both knees into the chest. Good. How'd that go? Both knees into your chest. Just turn the head from side to side. So you relax any muscles that you held in tension. And then let's use the belt on the other foot. Oh, right. There we go. Remember, it's around the ball of the foot, not your arch. Hold on to your calf. If that's better for you, you don't have a belt today, that's perfectly okay. And I'll do less talking now. We'll do 3 movements. Move on your exhalation. Extend your heel. This is for your hamstrings as you exhale. Pulling the leg towards your torso. Inhale, relax, do nothing. Exhaling. Inhaling, relax. Last time, you come a little closer now to your edge. Listen to the body, no pain. And now let the left leg go to the left, to the left. Fine. Notice how my right knee is travel to the right. It helps me to keep my balance. You want to be on both buttocks to the floor and shoulders relaxed, extending the heel. Then back to center. Remove the belt or hold on to it if you still need it for your spider pose. Exhaling, lifting nose to the knee. The more flexible can hold on to your big toe. You're breathing, and then for level 1, the beginning, first day, keep the right knee bent. The level 3 people, extend that right leg, right hand to your thigh. And then head to your mat. Will you draw both knees into the chest? Good. Squeeze, hold, release. Cross your ankles, hold on to your instep, and we're going to come up to a seated position. And as I do this, I lift the head, no strain in the neck, and then watch here. See how I have just sort of straightened my knees, still holding on to my feet. And I will roll right up into a seated position. There I am. Okay, I hope you did the same thing. Now sit on the pillow again, because we're going to do a spinal twist using the pillow or some book perhaps to elevate your hips. We've just done something now for your hamstrings, and let's use it now in a posture. The elevation of the pillow will help this stiffness problem in hips and thighs the same way. Bend both knees and just sit with the knees bent. And just hold for a moment. Hold on to your knees. And we'll first go to the left. So if you're sitting tall, the purpose of elevating your hips is so that you don't round the back, you don't slump the back, but that you keep the spine spiraling and in good alignment when you're working with body stiffness. So I'm going to put my arms around the knees. That's my right arm around and hold the knee. Lift the left arm up to the ceiling. Yes. And then bring the left hand back and just touching the floor lightly. Once you're there, straighten the right leg. Good. Now we'll very slowly, we'll twist to the left. Navel left, ribs left. Pulling the left shoulder back, and then pausing here. Would you just look back at me for a moment? Just look back at me, and yes, that's it. The neck is very free. Don't yank it. So turn gently with that knowledge and understanding that you look over your left shoulder. Pause, release, and relax. Let the breath flow in. Exhaling now again. This will be the last time. Move in pieces. Navel, ribs, and imagine that the left shoulder shadows your right shoulder. And then release. And just sit for a moment. Lightly hold on to your knees. Close your eyes, sitting tall. Because there's a lovely, quiet echo after doing spinal twists. And then holding onto the knees, turn your rib cage right. That's it. And raise your right arm above your head. So once you've got that done, then you can straighten your left leg. Really extend it so you really feel that it's alive and not just sort of hanging there. All right, now lengthen your spine before you turn. Exhaling, navel right, ribs, move in pieces. The shoulder, last is the head, pause. And release. Breath will flow in. Long spine, exhaling, navel, ribs, shoulder. Last to turn. Pausing, and then release. Sitting for a moment so that you can feel the stillness which comes and pervades your whole room after and between each posture. Yes. After the twisting poses, the wonderful twisting that we did, anterior posture is a nice balance of strength. To live life or do all of our postures with total flexibility, remember, it's like a marshmallow. So we need to have moments of strength in our yoga posture practice. So the anterior posture, anterior pose, if I lift my hips up slightly, it helps to begin the process of strengthening arms that are weak. So bring the hands behind you. Let me just put my belt here. Hands behind you, and just leaning back for a moment. And increase your blade squeeze. Increasing the blade squeeze, I lift the breastbone, and I can drop the head back. But it's more of I'm pulling my skull away from my neck. And then head straight. And of course, you wouldn't drop your head back, would you, if your neck was tender or in pain. So let's try this one more time. Take care, please, of your upper neck. Increase your blade squeeze. The breath will flow in. Exhaling, lift the hips up, pause, and now look at your toes. And can you lift the one leg up and down, the other leg up and down, and sit back on your pillow for a moment? Now you could possibly feel that you need a little bit more strength in leg lifts, and this is how to do this, all right? So lie down, and still keeping the pillow beneath your hips or something. It could be even a dictionary with a pillow on top of it to give you more firmness. Just lying down on the pillow so the hips are just a bit elevated. Draw the knees into your chest, and you can rest your back this way. It feels wonderful. Place one foot to the floor and extend. This is my right leg up to the ceiling, and then slowly lower it. Lower the leg so you can feel the leg is almost parallel to the floor. And then back up. And we'll change and do the opposite leg, lowering the leg. As you
when we begin to do our leg lifts correctly, just draw the knees into your chest, the pelvic area will stay active. It'll stay stable. But you know that you are straining your back when this area of my rib cage, the ribs lift and the back arches. All right, so if your ribs are lifting and you have a lot of arch in your low back, we want to counteract that with a pelvic tilt. So let's stretch the legs up to the ceiling and slowly lower one at a time. And then bending, and then the other at a time. You can feel the whole time that this part of the pelvis is very stable. As you lift and lower. And then as you progress, you can lower both legs at a time and up. At the moment, though, that the back arches, you know that you've really lost it, and you want to keep that spinal nice length the whole time. All right, I'm going to release now and just turn over onto my side. Turn over onto your side, if you can, face me. And we'll do a crocodile twist, just facing me. And straight, if your knees are bent, the palms of the hands are together. Straighten the bottom leg so that this top knee is on the floor. Crocodile twist is very easy. You just lift the top arm, this is my right arm, up. And I'll bring it back so it's parallel. So my arms are in this T position, they're parallel, and notice that the knee is off the floor, and that's fine. Turn and look over your right shoulder, the breath flows in, and exhaling out. And then bring the arms together. It's like the jaws of a crocodile come together. Now let's do this on the opposite side. I'm going to roll over, and you'll see it from an opposite side. Bringing the knees are bent, palms of the hands are together. Straighten the bottom leg, which is my right leg. Left knee stays to your floor. And then open the jaws of a crocodile. Open, 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 open. Good. My arms are parallel. Now, please try to let the knee relax and be lifted off the floor, and the shoulders more to your mat. And breathe in, grow. Good, exhaling. And then we'll close the jaws again, again, again. And then just roll over onto your back once again. Good. Cross your ankles, hold onto your instep, and let's come up last time into a seated position. Extend your legs out in front of you. All right, raise the arms above your head and exhale, folding forward and just pausing here for a moment. And then sitting up and lie down for relaxation. Slowly, vertebra at a time, at a time, at a time. This body armor relaxation technique will help you to recognize the different levels of tension and stress that you experience daily, and it will help you to relax anytime, anywhere. In a moment, I'll ask you to tense your whole body, just like a suit of armor. You will tighten it enough that you'll really feel it, but you will not hurt yourself. Begin by clenching your fists and tightening your arms and your shoulders. Continue to breathe. And now tighten the thighs and your abdomen. Stretch the feet and the toes apart, tightening the buttock area. Good. And now squeeze the facial muscles in towards the center of your face. Squeeze, tense, hold. Good. Notice how it feels. And now let the body armor go. Let it go completely. Notice that the breath fills you naturally. Exhaling out completely worry, tiredness. Let them be absorbed into the gravity beneath you. Again, the breath flows in like an ocean wave, and then flows out. Once again, tense the body, but this time half as much as the time before. Now tense the arms, the legs, the face, and hold. Feel this level of tightness. And release. Let go. The breath will fill you as it flows in, and the breath flows out, carrying away excess baggage of the day. And now last time, gently tense the whole body. Begin now, tensing half as much as the time before. Observe this subtle tightness in the hands and the arms. Feel even at this level of tension, muscles brace and grip. Now let go completely. Relax into the ebb and the flow of your breathing. Feel the body heavy, and the body heavily sinks into the gravity beneath you. Now take a few more conscious, deep breaths. Infuse your body with vitality. The mind is clear and calm. Silently say to yourself, I carry vitality, calmness into my day. And then a good stretch, rolling over onto your side. And when you are ready, come up to a seated position. Try the body armor relaxation anytime and any place. Namaste.